Today is June 4th, 2025. As I told you before, I'm a thinker. I'm a nostalgic type person. And as I think about this date was significant in my life in the past. I made a major decision that has affected me until now. And you know what? I didn't listen when sound advice was given to me. I didn't listen because I thought I knew what was best for me. So this message is really for my 19-year-old self. The Lord loves you. He's always loved you. And He doesn't want harm to come to you. Be patient and wait. There's nothing wrong with waiting. Because if you could look 42 years into the future, you would see that had you waited, your life would have turned out differently. But since you made the decision that you made and life goes on, my prayer is that you've actually learned something from the experience. First and foremost, forgive yourself for the bad choices and the bad choice that you made. A premature choice. That possibly could have been the right person, but it was at the wrong time. You didn't know enough about yourself. You didn't love yourself enough to wait. You just pushed forward and you did what you did. The second thing I want you to do, stop blaming the other person. Because just like you had a choice, just like you were pre-warned before you made a final decision, you were warned, don't do this, wait, but you didn't. Learn going forward as you enter your twilight years that anything worth having is worth waiting for. Now, you've spent the last 40 plus years beating yourself up over something you can't change because just like words, once they're spoken, you can't pull them back. That is why you should think before you speak. And one thing you always do, go with your gut. Go with your intuition. So what if everybody else is going along? You don't have to go along to get along. You don't have to dumb down to fit in. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Never compare yourself to other people. It's okay to wait. It's okay to wait. It's okay to establish yourself first. To focus on a goal and reach it. Nothing wrong with that. It's okay to complete what you start. Some things are out of your control. But for the last 40 plus years, you've operated in God's permissive will. Instead of waiting for what His will was for your life. You did that. God still loves you. But there are consequences to our actions and to our decisions. And you've just been dealing with the consequences. But just because you make a mistake once doesn't mean that that mistake has to drive the rest of your life. It's okay to say to yourself, I was wrong. But forgive yourself. You need to heal and move on. You've never been a person to jump in and out of relationships, whether it be a romantic relationship or friendships. You've always been cautious. In some people's eyes, you've been overly cautious. But that's okay, because that's you. That's your nature. Every time you try to blend in, to fit in, to assimilate, doesn't work for you. Because God has something for you to do. And what he has for you to do, it's not going to make you popular. You're never popular when you tell the truth. You're never popular when you don't kiss somebody's behind. If he wanted you to be like somebody else, he would have made an identical being just like you, and then you would be like somebody else. But that's not what he has for you. And whatever he places on your heart to do, you should operate in excellence always. Don't do the shortcut thing, because that's never been you anyway. You don't have to keep beating yourself up. And once you begin to heal and you've overcome poor choices and decisions, make sure you share your knowledge. Share what you learned. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't romanticize it. Tell the truth in love. You don't have to respond to everything. But if someone comes to you sincerely, tell the truth. Now, the truth might hurt their feelings. That's why you should pray before you speak. You should pray before you do anything. Because what you say has power behind it. Your life has proven that to you. That you can't just speak things, because the things you say happen. To my 19-year-old self, I forgive you. I love you. You'll go on to do great things. Now, there might be some twists and turns in the road on your way to healing, on your way to walking in your calling. But don't fret. Never be weary in well-doing. And make sure it's God that's speaking to you and not you feeling guilty about something. That's important. Because if you move forward in emotions and you don't wait on the Lord, there's a price to pay for that. I know that you've learned that from 19 to 61. You've learned that. But always be open, always be honest, always be authentic. And whomever God has for you, they'll show up. Whatever God has for you, it is for you, and can't nobody take it away. As you enter this new phase of your life, go forth boldly, thanking God every day that he allowed you to finish something. Now it's time to do what you were really called to do. On this June 4th, 2025, I wish you continued blessings. And you don't have to fit in. That was never his intention for your life. Continue to speak the truth in love. Be blessed. I love you.